In this video, we're going to discuss whether you should remortgage. Now, one thing I'd like to let you know is if it's the first time you've ever remortgaged or you're thinking of it, it's not going to be as difficult as it was whenever you first applied for your mortgage. A lot of people are scared to remortgage simply because they didn't like the experience that they had when they first bought their home. It's generally easier to get a remortgage than it is to apply for your first home. Now, when it comes to remortgaging, what you have to realize is that it totally depends on you. Is it the right decision for you? Are you going to be on a different rate? Are you going to be paying more? Are you actually going to be thinking of moving home in the next year, 2 years, 5 years, whatever the case may be? All of these are things that you need to consider when you're actually thinking about remortgaging. All you're doing whenever you remortgage is looking at the marketplace and seeing what is available to you at the time. Now, is there a rate that you can qualify for that is going to put you in a better financial position? Is this rate going to mean that you can turn around and reduce the amount of time that you're actually going to spend paying off your mortgage? All of these things are things that you should be considering. Now, remortgaging is relatively straightforward. Obviously, you will still have to go through affordability checks and all the other things that have to happen when you apply for a mortgage. However, speak to an advisor, speak to somebody who knows exactly what options are out there for you and tell them what you want, tell them what you need. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to speaking to a mortgage advisor, their advice is only going to be as good as the information you give them regarding your needs. If you turn around and tell them that, oh no, I'm going to stay here for the next 10 years, they're going to carry me out in a box, then they're going to advise you on that. And they're going to say, have a 5-year fixed rate mortgage. It's going to be the best thing for you. You're not moving, you're not intending on doing anything. But at the end of the day, what could happen is that you may end up moving in 5 years. You may decide that your children are going to be going to secondary school. And if you move to a different area, they may get into a better secondary school. There may be a number of different things that actually change as you move forward. Now, it could be you're wanting to make sure that the interest rate that you're on is stable so you don't have to worry about it going up or down or changing in a certain period of time. All these are valid situations where remortgaging could be beneficial to you. One thing I'd like to say, if you are on a deal or if you're on a standard variable rate, you can basically go to a mortgage advisor up to 6 months before your fixed rate finishes. If you're on a standard variable rate, you can go to your mortgage advisor now. Let's face it, we've just had another interest rate rise. That means the standard variable rates of all the lenders are more than likely going to go up. It may not be tomorrow, but it's likely to be soon. So the sooner you actually deal with it and actually say, right, okay, I don't want to spend any more money on my mortgage. I don't want to be in a situation where my house is costing me X amount of thousands of pounds more than I need to pay. Then speak to someone. You don't have to call me. It's nice of you do. You don't have to. Speak to somebody that's out there that can actually help you and actually either reduce the amount of money you're spending on your mortgage or reduce the time that you have to pay your mortgage for. Whatever it is that you need, get the advice that's going to put you in the situation where you want to be, not in the position that you're already in. So when it comes to remortgaging, you can do it up to 6 months before that actual fixed rate finishes. So why wait for the mortgage rates to get higher when you can do something about it now? The choice is yours. Nobody else is going to make you do it, and nobody can force you to change. But if you think about it realistically, why would you pay 50, 100 or £1,000 a year more in interest payments on your mortgage when you don't have to? Think about it. Mortgage warning. Please note that we have to let you know that your home may be repossessed if you do not keep up repayments on your mortgage.